Hello everybody, we're now in week 3 of the second part of LMP, and things are starting to warm up as you're trading the live market. So here we've got a great example, which is Michael. As you know, Michael trades from the UK. He trades before going to school, I think mainly. Sometimes he looks at the markets after school as well. So it was not easy for him in the first half of LMP. He had to go through quite a lot of FOMO, and now it seems like he's completely let go of FOMO, and we can see it in his results. Well, these are the last 3 weeks that he achieved since mid LMP for the month. Well, he's up 58R, and yesterday, Wednesday, well, he had a big day, a 33R day, during which he built 2 pyramids with a couple of trades, well, 8 trades in total. Well, let's have a look at his comment first. Big day result, 33R. Well, that's fantastic, right? That's outstanding. So that's what he writes. Doesn't feel real. Felt like everything I touched turned into gold. Well, that's basically how it feels like when you're in the upper left quadrant, where you flawlessly execute, where you basically execute with unconscious competence without thinking, right? This makes my monthly R incredible. Feeling a bit of imposter syndrome, being the first time achieving this results. Well, imposter syndrome comes up, right, in the second half of LMP when people get these kind of results. Well, Michael, I think, is a novice, but especially if you're already an experienced trader and your results turn positive, like different from how they've been over the last years, let's say, well, then the imposter syndrome can kick in quite dramatically, right? Because imposter basically means that you're leaving your cozy little box that your ego has made for you. Let's say the box could be labeled, I'm a constantly losing trader, and suddenly that changes. So we see that as well with Michael, who's a novice trader, this syndrome. Now he talks here about his mental state. Having control of when and how I trade is the biggest key, I think. So he trades in a state of being cool, calm, and confident, right? So he's made a major change on his mental state. So let's see about the week. Started this week with the only intention of 2-hour weekly target. So he's focusing on his minimum target of 2 hours. Once this is achieved, that's a big step, right? Once this is achieved, you can go for more targets, and he has already midweek, Wednesday, he already has 33 hours, right? Patient until I saw a trade I liked on Wednesday. I feel like I'm in control. I don't care. If no trades are taken during the session, well, that is a sign of no FOMO, right? So he has let FOMO go. It might still kick in at times, but he has achieved to be in the upper left quadrant, where he flawlessly executes with unconscious competence and void of FOMO. Well, that is fantastic. And in that state, well, these type of results are possible, right? So he refers to the cat pairs. Then by the end of the trading day, he closed his positions before going to bed, although some of the pairs still have rooms to go a lot further. The next step is to start trading with a real money account, which will probably bring it a bit more difficulty into it. Looking forward to the challenge. Okay, so let's have a look at the trades now. This is an S. So yeah, Michael likes to trade S2 mainly, but as well intermixed with S1s. So let's have a look at that. That's a cat trade. That's a classic, right? Standard type of S2. I would even put the stop slightly further, because it's just a few pips to put it at the consolidation low, and as well on the other side of the 200. But these are small things. So what is the opportunity here? Well, the opportunity is the spike of the 200 in TC3, right? Stop run opportunity. So let's see what happened. Well, this went off quite nicely, and we saw that it's not only a spike through 200, well, it's even taking out that stop run level, which is a bit of a surprise because it was quite some distance away. But that is a nice R multiple, right? This one trade, well, basically gives you your minimum monthly target, taken on a 1 minute chart. So nice done here in the 1 minute. Now let's come to the pyramid. That's one pyramid, pound US, 3 trade pyramid, S2 short. Here it goes. Well, he applied the stop a bit with the discretion more aggressively. It is a lower high, right? Well, it's not a dominant lower high, but it is a lower high. You can play around with that a little bit if you're already way up, right? Your 2-hour target. That's a very tight stop, and what's the standard type of trade, right? Here it's just testing at this top run level. Then there's nothing in the way. Free fall territory down to the 200. Well, there's the 200, the 21 here, but the 200 can get tested, right? So there's opportunity definitely. There's some resistance in the way, and he's using a very tight stop, and he makes it a make or break trade. So this is the next. Let's have a look here. This is the first trade, and now he drops the time frame. So this is an S1 as well. It's a standard type of S1, right? Taken in oval sideways. Oval sideways of TC2, TC3, and very tight stop, right? So let's see how that works. So that went nice, basically coming down to the last dominant low. So now it becomes a stop run level, right? It could break and then move even lower. So this is then an S2 entry on the 1 minute chart. S2, that's where the stop goes, right? Standard stop level, and now basically while going for the big run for breaking this low. So this is a 15-minute chart. Let's have a look what happens. It is breaking the low, and this is then the stop out, I guess, out of the pyramid, because he needed to go to bed at 8 p.m. Well, that had more room to go, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the next pyramid. 2 trades, 11 hours, pound cat, short. So that's an S1. Okay, that's an S1. That's very unusual. It's taken with a lot of discretion. He's way up, right, with his weekly R. That could be an S1 in one time frame lower. That's a bit short, right, for being an S1. And this then here, let's see. This is an S2, standard type of S2. Things are running, spiking the 200, momentum-driven chart. And this gives a few more hours. And again, he exits just before 8 p.m. his time. Now there's another trade, S2 on the 1 minute, cat yen. Cat yen taking it around 6 p.m. That's an S2, right? Standard type of S2. It's in a stop run move right now. It doesn't have swing potential, but it could put in another 1 or 2 green bars, right, making this a nice multiple. Again, here I would give it a little bit more room to just put it here below this wick, just a few more pips, and this worked. Yeah, this was a small winner, just testing the flat level. Oh, there's one more. New Zealand cat S1 short. Okay, that's a typical S1, right? You can see it, standard type of S1. TC2 in oval sideways and stop on level. With such a market where everything you touches turns to gold, well, trading out of oval sideways is not a problem at all. And then it becomes an edge, right? So this one here, okay, well, we had a pullback breaking to new low. We just applied the 25% profit trade, so it's flawlessly executed. Obviously, there was more into it, but having a nice winner, well, that's fine too. So, great example of a big day, big week, and big month. Thank you.